So day 6, I'm going to be doing a little bit of movement and mobility, 10 minutes, focusing on your spinal column. So you're going to move in a flexion, in extension, lateral flexion, some rotation and some extension. Now I'm going to be doing most of the stuff on the floor, so just make sure as I'm talking to you that you have got a space that you can work on the floor. I'm going to do a very quick warm-up standing up, and it's going to be a bit of bone loading. So I don't know whether you're a gentleman or a lady, but mainly ladies going through a similar age to me is one of the most important things for us is to keep our muscles and our bone structure strong. Okay, so there is a high risk of osteoporosis in women who've gone through menopause. So think about what you can do long term to reduce that risk. Okay, so today we're going to do a little bit of core work. The majority of it's going to be on the floor, and it's going to be 10 minutes, and I'm going to be doing some bone loading, some stretching, some mobility through this spinal column, and a little bit of tummy work for you as well. So I hope you enjoy it, and if you do share this out with somebody, please again comment below, let us know whether you've enjoyed these sessions that we've done over the last, well, this is the 6th day and the last day will be tomorrow. So I'm going to get going and I hope you enjoy it. So, team, find a space on your mat, spread your toes out and think about standing up tall, your crown of your head drawing up towards the ceiling, standing up tall. Place your hands on your shoulders, take them up and down. So you can feel that movement, that elevation through the shoulders. Now, an area of tension is the neck and shoulders, particularly if you're a person that's sitting at home all day, working from home. As I'm doing this, try and get that connection through the core. So it's up and down. Okay, I'm going to circle my right arm and then left, and then take both arms up again towards your ears. Lovely. Again, so big circle and circle, and then up towards your ears. I'm going to do a little bit of a twist. Twist to the right, twist to the left. Twist to the right and twist to the left. Any osteoporosis, I want you to let your hips move, but try and keep your hips still otherwise. Okay, side bends to the side, side. So there we go, we've got some twisting and we've had some rotation. Good. And again, 2 more. I'm going to get you to take your arms away and then place them here. So go up and down, circle that shoulder round, good, and then twist. Twist to the right and twist to the left. Side bends, lovely. So let's try that again. Shoulder lifts, up and down, up, circle, make that bigger movement through the shoulder, add a twist. Twist to the side, lovely, and then side bends, lovely. Let's mobilise through the knee, the hip joint. So I'm going to get you to do one knee, out to the side, tip forward, and then add a little squat here. So I'm going to get you to bring the knee up to the height of the hip, abduct through the hip, extend through the hip, and then squat. So I'm just going to get you to add a little bit of arms, taking it behind, and then squat. And don't worry if you wobble, it's good to wobble because you're challenging your balance. This is a bit of bone loading as well through that supporting leg. And down. So let's go. So it's a quick warm up and we're going to get down on the floor. And then squat. Again, so up. So that should have really just warmed those muscles and shoulders and hips. Okay, so I'm going to come down onto the floor. Your first exercise is going to be a pointer. So check your arms are shoulder width, your knees are hip distance. I'm going to start with this leg so you can see. 3 and then hold. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 and hold. So try and create some length here, then bring it back down. Slide your opposite leg and arm out. Now think about keeping your shoulders level, your hips level. Hold it here and then bring it back. If you've got problems with your knees, maybe pop a towel underneath the supporting leg. Hold it here, think of length. Then bring it down. Again, so this is a great exercise for balance, for mobility and movement. Hold it here. For bone loading through the opposite arm and hip. So think about lengthening, and you also work your core. Let's do one more. So up, lengthen, last one, and then down. Okay, take your legs a little bit wider and have a lovely stretch. So this is going to lengthen the spine and give you a lovely stretch through the back, that posterior chain. So really stretch out there. Press your chest towards the mat. Okay, next exercise is I'm going to lift my head up and lift my bottom up and get some extension here and slight extension here. Then I took everything under to create this little bit of roundness through the back. I then reverse it. So this is called this cat stretch. And yes, it is stretching here. So you're getting a really good stretch here. But it's about that movement, that movement and mobility through that spinal column. Again, so head up and then head under. And guys, this is going to give you some internal massaging in those internal organs. There's loads of more things that this exercise achieves, but let's just focus on movement and mobility. So this is a brilliant exercise for mobilising that spine. Let's just do one more of those. Tucking under and then release. Now you're going to feel it through the wrists, so just give those arms a little bit of circle. Okay, the next one, I'm going to do some extension now in my thoracic and in my lumbar spine. So I'm going to come down onto the floor, elbows down, eye gaze to the floor. Have a quick look at this. Slowly lift and slowly lower. Imagine you're peeling your chest off the mat. Imagine this Velcro across your chest and on the floor. Now the movement's just coming from here. So I'm coming up and then down. Now activate your glutes, squeeze your glute muscles. If the next bit is not for you, then I want you to stay with this. But I'm going to go here, push, elbows and down. So I'm getting thoracic extension and lumbar extension. Down, watch that neck for me here. Keep your eye gaze towards your mat. So this is mobilising your spinal column in extension. Good, squeeze those glute muscles. Let's try two more. So eye gaze to the mat, push up. So this is really good for a back strengthener. And again, so we've got here and push, back down. Well done. Again, use your arms to push yourself up and just move that spine a little bit side to side. Well done. I'm going to turn over. I'm going to get some movement through the hips. Feel free to pop a towel like a sausage in your sacrum to sort of cushion your back. So I'm going to slide down and then slide up. Good, and again, I'm going to slide down and then slide up. So what this is doing, I'm getting movement through my hips as I lean my column down, my spinal column down. I'm getting good muscular strength in my quadriceps and in my core muscles here. You can pop your hands across your chest. I'm going to go a little bit of rotation here and back up and reach. So as I go down, I'm going to pinch my shoulder blades together. So roll down and twist. And up and reach. So I'm rolling down, I'm engaging my core muscles and lift. Good. How are you doing? If you're watching, Karen is sharing, so just share that with me. Okay, so we're coming up for 10 minutes. I'm going to be a little bit longer because there's 2 more exercises to do. Okay, shoulder bridge. Great spinal mobility. Great for your legs, great for your core. Any spinal conditions, osteoporosis, spondylosis, then don't go as high. Maybe just come up to your floaty ribs. Press your lower back into the floor, bring your feet a little bit closer, and then I want you to push up slowly. So I'm going to get you to go up, and then down. Now I want you to think about your spinal disc. Try and press and visualise that you're moving your spinal column off the floor. So if you had sort of osteoporosis, we're looking somewhere here, so you're not putting too much bone loading on the disc. So your bone density is a lot weaker if you've got any sort of osteoarthritis, osteoporosis. Good. So this is great. Movement and mobility in that spinal column. Make sure there's no pressure going on through the neck. Good. Lovely. Well done. How does that feel? This is really yummy on the spine, isn't it? It's really yummy. Okay, your last one. So bring your feet together, take your arms out, and we're going to roll our legs to the side. Keep your shoulder blades down, engage your tummy muscles to come back, and then rotate to the other side. Again, if you have any sort of spinal conditions, again, reduce your range of movement, keep it smaller. So guys, this one is giving you spinal rotation in your lumbar and a little bit in your thoracic spine, depending on how much range of movement you have. Now this is with feet together. You could take your legs a little bit wider so you get a little bit of movement in your hip, and you're also getting a lovely stretch there through the hip into that lower back. And again, if you'd had any hip replacements, I would say stay with your knees and your feet together. You can make it a little bit more challenging on the hips by taking those legs wider. This is going to really stretch out the hip area. You can turn your head to the opposite side. Lots of variations of spinal twist. You might know it as hip rolls, or in yoga you may hear it as reclining twist. And then if you wanted to just build up strength in your core, you could take your hip rolls up here. But again, keep the shoulder blades down on the floor. I'm just going to do a couple like this for you, and then we're done. Lovely. Draw those abdominal muscles in as you come to centre, and then take it to the other side. And again, back to centre. So if this isn't for you, if it's too much for you, you may not have the strength to take the legs over. Again, you may have some spinal conditions that prevent you to doing any bone loading in that lower back. Then bring your feet down and do this. Well done. Let's just do one more. Well done. Give yourself a little hug there. Flex that lower back. Flex it and then release it. So flex, get that flexion in that lower back. That might be a little bit tight for you as well. So just give yourself a little hug. Well done, well done. Okay, we're going to come up. So roll onto a side that's good for you. Push yourself up. Turn over. Slide your hands towards your knees. Take one foot forward and push up into standing. Guys, circle your shoulder. Circle your shoulder. Up and down and up. Add a twist. Remember this. Twist and twist and side and side. Let's do that one more time. So big circle, elevation. Good. Spinal rotation here. And then lateral flexion. Well done. Guys, give yourselves a big clap. Well done. So I do hope you enjoyed that with me this morning. So please share this out to anybody you know that would really benefit from doing 10 minutes in the morning, on your break time, on your lunch time, straight after work before you get started with the children or your own tea. Or before you settle down for the evening. It's a great opportunity to encourage you to move and get motivated.